Holy shit, 2 Black Ops 3 videos in a row. So guys, today's video is going to be a little bit of a story about something that happened to me yesterday. Yesterday I woke up and I went to go use my phone, and I have the Galaxy Note 4. Oh, hang on. I was changing my volume. Yeah, I have the Galaxy Note 4, and it has the thumbprint scanner. So I went to use the thumbprint scanner to unlock my phone, and it wouldn't work. It wouldn't let me in my phone. Oh, you're not getting me again. So yeah, so I couldn't get into my phone, and I tried using my backup password instead of using the thumbprint scanner, and I know my backup password. I have it written down. I know exactly what it is, and I put it in, and it wouldn't accept it, and it wouldn't accept it. So I went 9 times in a row trying to put that password in, and it wouldn't accept it any of those times. So I'm freaking out, and if you happen to have a Note 4, you know that if you put in your password 10 times incorrectly, you factory reset your phone. So that's my concern at this point. I have a lot of client data because I use my phone for work, so I have a lot of client information and whatnot on my phone that I really didn't want to lose. So I go to Verizon and I'm like, please, 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 for the love of God, unlock my phone. You know, I need it. I do not want to factory reset it. And they're like, oh, well, Apple got hacked last year, and they had all of those passwords on their databases, and so now it's federal law that we can't store that information, so you're effed. I'm like, oh, beautiful. So long story short, I go ahead and factory reset my phone, thinking that it'll fix it. Hopefully enough of my shit got backed up to the cloud that I don't have to worry about it too much. You know, that was the hope. So that's the hope. I'll factory reset it. I'll download this. Everything will be good. It's just a pain in the ass. So I perform the factory reset. The phone turns off. It goes to turn back on, and I go to open it. Again, it's asking me for the damn password, and I can't get in the phone again. The thumbprint scanner still won't work. The backup password still won't work. So at this point, I'm pissed. And I'm still at Verizon. I was just sitting in the parking lot, just chilling. So I go ahead and I go back in, and I'm like, look, you know, it's still happening. I'm still asking me for the password. And so what I end up doing is I think about it for a little bit. I decide what I want to do, and I made the conscious decision that I was just going to go ahead and buy a new phone, because my Note 4 has been having issues recently where at like 60%, the phone will just fucking die, just randomly, for literally no reason. It'll just be like, no, I'm kind of done here, and then it'll turn back on, and it'll be at 0%. So it'll go from 60%, it'll shut off, it'll come back on, and it'll be at 0%, and then it'll die again, and it won't be able to turn it back on. So, secondly, I don't have an upgrade available at this time. So now I'm looking to buy a new phone, to upgrade my phone. I don't have an upgrade available, but there are other people on my account that do. So I'm still on my parents' phone plan, or my dad and my stepmom's phone plan, just because it's just easier, it's cheaper, I didn't feel like changing, whatever. So I'm still on their plan, and the only person who has an available upgrade is my stepbrother. So I call my dad. I'm like, hey, here's what's going on. I told him the whole story. I'm like, I need to upgrade my phone. Brandon, my stepbrother, is the only one who has an available upgrade. And he's like, oh, okay, well, when is yours available? And I'm like, in 3 months. And he goes, okay, well, my stepmom really wants to make sure everybody's back on their own upgrade schedule, if that makes sense. Like, everybody's using their own upgrades, because we've all been using like each other's upgrades for the longest time, and so she wanted everybody to get back onto their own upgrades. And I'm like, okay. And he's like, so you're gonna have to call her. So I'm like, whatever, fine, I'll call her. I don't really like my stepmom, but I'm not gonna get into that right now. We've had some prior issues. Anyways, point being, so I call her, and I tell her the exact same story, and like, I need my phone. Tomorrow I'm leaving for a business trip. I'm going to need my phone for that, and what have you. And she's like, no, we really want to keep everybody's upgrades on using their own. So, you know, you're going to have to get a new phone outright. Like, you're going to have to pay outright for it if you want to get a new phone. And I'm like, are you serious? That's like $750. Like, I'm not going to spend that. And she's like, well, maybe you should just sign up for your own plan. I'm like, oh, okay, all right, fine. And I just hung up on her. I wasn't having it. So at this point, I'm looking at either starting my own plan or spending $750 to buy the new Note 5. Neither of which I want to do. Because I looked it up, or I talked to the guy at Verizon, talked about my plan, and he's like, yeah, it's going to cost you $100 to start a new plan. $100 a month, including doing the new Edge plan on Verizon, where you pay monthly for your phone instead of paying for the whole thing right up front. So it was going to be $108 a month to start a new plan. I'm like, I could pay that, but I don't want to. I try not to spend money if I don't need to. So at this point, I still don't know what I want to do. I hadn't really made up my mind yet. I know the story's getting pretty long, but I hadn't really made up my mind yet as to what I wanted to do. And the guy that I was dealing with is like, hey, I have to leave in 10 minutes. I have business things that I need to attend to after work. And I'm like, no, dude, you're cool. I don't even know what I want to do yet. I haven't made up my mind. That's fine. And he's like, okay, I'll leave you with this guy, and he will help you from now on. I'm like, cool. So I start filling this guy in on everything that's been happening with this problem. And he's like, oh, let me check something. He checks my account, and I'm available for an early upgrade to Edge. Like, I have accessibility, or however the fuck you want to say it, to get an early upgrade if I switch to the Edge plan. And this other guy didn't even notice that or care to mention that to me. So literally all I had to do yesterday to fix this problem was send in my old Note 4, and then I was able to get a new phone and do the Edge. So I'm like, what the fuck? All right, let's do that shit. So I paid $75 for the tax on the new phone and a phone case, mailed in my old Note 4, and walked out of there with a brand new Note 5. Everything's fine. I didn't use anybody else's upgrade. I used my own. I was like seriously, I would have saved so much goddamn time if the first guy would have just told me that. I've been like, let's do it. It's done. Let's go. It's over. So, long story short, I spent a shitload of time on something that I didn't even need to, and it really made me mad, and I just wanted to vent to YouTube. So thank you for letting me vent. If you guys enjoyed my little rant and my video here, then please slap a like on this video, and if you guys really enjoyed it and you're new to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe. It means a lot to me, and it really helps my channel grow. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.